Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So if you saw my last video, you'll have seen that I unboxed the Eagle Moss box. Thank you again, Eagle Moss, for sending me that. And I received Gotham After Midnight, which is a book that I read and thoroughly enjoyed, and so today I thought I'd do a review of it. So yeah, hope you enjoy. First things first, short review for anyone that doesn't want to watch the full video, spoiler free. It's a very good detective novel, I would highly recommend it. There you go. And then we'll get into some non-spoilery stuff, and then I'll talk spoilers towards the end. So, yeah, that's my quick review. Now, non-spoilery stuff. This is a 12-issue series, all collected in this one hardback that follows Batman across the course of a year. So yeah, there's 12 issues collected in here. Came out 2008 to 2009, and it follows a new character. Well, the antagonist is a new character called Midnight, someone that we haven't really seen before, and someone that Batman has to work out who their true identity is. I really enjoyed the way this started and the way it finished. So it starts off with the classic Keaton line, "I'm Batman."
I'm Batman.
He's facing off against Scarecrow right at the start, and then he faces off against Killer Croc, Clayface, and he has to try and work out why they're doing what they're doing, because they're not using the same MO as what they would usually use. So he kind of pieces it together that someone is controlling them or telling them what to do. And then, yeah, the reason I said I liked the ending was because it ends with the exact same way that it started.
I'm Batman.
His monologue, and then the final line is, "I'm Batman." So I just quite liked it. I thought it was quite poetic the way it ended like that. Yeah, and the art in this is, I think this is art that you'll either love or hate. This is art by Kelley Jones. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the sort of gothic kind of aesthetic that Gotham is sort of given in this is really similar to Burton's Batman, and obviously with the line saying "I'm Batman" is familiar with Keaton. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and Batman in this, like, I don't know how well you can see on the cover there, Batman has a really long cape, which is shown throughout the book, which was something I liked because I haven't really seen anything like that before.
No kicks!
So yeah, I really enjoyed this, and there's characters in there that I've not really read too much of before. Like, I've played the Arkham games, I've played through that and seen Scarecrow, I've read other stuff with Scarecrow in. Yeah, this was kind of the first time I'd really read about Man-Bat or Clayface. Killer Croc's in there for a minute, but he was very good in this. There's a great fight scene between Killer Croc and Batman. I mean, there's a great fight scene between Batman and everyone, really. Spoiler free, I'd really recommend getting this if you want a good Batman detective novel rather than just kind of a punch up like, oh, Joker's doing this, this and this, and like, we need to go get here to stop a bomb or whatever, you know, like, it's quite different to that, and I quite enjoyed it because of that. It also kind of feels like Midnight, the character, has quite a long-lasting effect on Gotham because of the actions they take, and Batman for a while is almost defeated by Midnight. Like, Batman can't work out who Midnight is, what Midnight's identity is. He thinks he's got it a couple times, then it's wrong. So yeah, it was quite cool to actually see Batman kind of struggle with that and struggle with his own sort of mortality, in the sense that Bruce Wayne gets targeted. It was good. I'm just kind of rambling on about it a bit, so let's get into the spoiler talk. So, Midnight is a character that steals people's hearts pretty much, and this is the big spoiler for the book, so if you haven't read it, please click off the video now, or if you're not fussed, then yeah, this is the spoiler for the book. So Midnight's identity is the police woman who Batman sort of is dating, seeing as Batman, not as Bruce Wayne. In the end, it turns out that Clarkson is Midnight. It kind of culminates with Midnight going to Clarkson's place, and Batman's chasing them at this point, and then he gets there just to see Midnight spike straight up through Clarkson's heart, April, and kills her right in front of Batman. There's a really cool panel of that, actually, and then blows up her apartment. And so, like, as I mentioned in the spoiler-free talk, it's kind of cool to see Batman almost struggle with the fact that, like, he's lost April, who he was getting quite close with. He can't work out Midnight's identity. Barry, the other police detective, has died. Batman thinks it's his fault. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the relationship with Batman and Jim Gordon in this, and also with Alfred. Alfred in this is very good. He's much more of sort of help to Batman in this than he is in more other stories. James Gordon, obviously, like, I think the best James Gordon story to read is probably Year One. So Batman is doing detective work as Batman, but also as Bruce Wayne. So he goes to see April's uncle, I think it is, and gets some stuff from her diary, and then he reads that and he's able to kind of piece everything together. Final issue, I think it's the final issue, there's a really cool kind of fight scene where Batman faces off against the Axeman. That's a character I've never seen before, who I saw in this, who tries to chop Batman's head off when they think he's dead. That was a very cool moment because Batman's taken this like heart tranquilizer almost, like it's slowed his heartbeat right down, and so he's like playing dead after being shot, and the Axeman wants to chop Batman's head off and he doesn't even flinch or anything like that, so it was very cool to see that. I actually quite like that character, so I might try and read more stuff with him in if he's in anything else. Batman faces off against Killer Croc, Catwoman, Scarecrow, Clayface, Man-Bat, Midnight and Axeman at the end, all kind of try and gang up on him at once and he has to fight them off. It's just cool to see how Batman sort of fights them, like he's the world's greatest detective, which he's not really referenced as too much, but then he's also like this ninja. So yeah, I've talked about a lot of the positives. Things that I didn't really like about this book, there's not a whole lot really. As I mentioned, the art style is either love it or hate it. I thought it was a bit difficult to get into at first, but I did enjoy the art style, and like I liked the way that things were portrayed. But yeah, there was a couple times where things were a bit difficult to work out what was going on. That was the only real thing. The way it's written is really, really good. The Bat Cave kind of design is very cool. It's very like Keaton-esque, Burton-esque, like that kind of Gotham. Also like Batman Forever, Batman and Robin kind of like, and although they're terrible films, the Gotham kind of style of that, like the really high rises, the massive gargoyles, things like that is what it reminded me a lot of in here. So this was a review of Gotham After Midnight. I really enjoyed it, I would recommend it. And yeah, it's on the Eaglemoss store. This is special number 11, collects the whole story, or there'll be other sort of trade paperbacks, hardbacks, whatever you like. That's just the one I have. And I really enjoyed it. It's a quick read. Like I say, it's 12 issues, so it'll probably take you 2-3 hours, if that, depending on how quick you read, obviously. So I don't know whether or not to give this a score, but I'll give it out of 5. I'll probably give this a 4 out of 5, so yeah. I think the way it was written, the kind of whole mystery, the detective aspect of it, I really enjoyed. I just thought the art style was a bit difficult to get into, but once I was kind of into it, I was into it. I just wish they'd kind of done more with the Joker, because obviously he's my favourite character of all time. So I just wish they'd done a bit more with the Joker, but it was very cool, and it was quite cool sort of seeing Batman. It felt like this was Batman in his early years, and like he's kind of just working off what he's got rather than having all these gadgets that do like 100 different things. So it was quite cool. I really enjoyed it. So this has just been a review for that. Hope you enjoyed, and like if anyone's still watching, then please leave a like and subscribe for more. I'm going to be reviewing the Preacher series in the next coming weeks, so if that's something you're interested in, then please hit that bell notification down there so you don't miss the video. I've also got another unboxing video coming out very soon. So yeah, please subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment telling me what you thought and if you've read the book. That's pretty much all I've got for now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Bye.